Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero spent the early 70s doing other film projects. In 1976, low on cash, he decided to make the sequel to Night, but found few backers to finance the film. Enter Dario Argento, who would co-finance it under two conditions. Number one, Argento will have the European and international distribution rights to Dawn. And number two, the rock band Goblin will be used as the soundtrack for the film. And one last tidbit of number two. The movie's name needs to be changed for the European audience. From Dawn of the Dead to Zombie, 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 zombie. The film was a complete success, not only in the States but around the world, and soon other filmmakers would try to generate the same success, more or less.
Don't move. Don't scream. Listen. They're coming. And they can't be stopped because they're already dead.
Zombie 2 was a quickly made sequel to Zombie, aka Dawn of the Dead. With lack of copyright laws in Italy, Argento and Romero couldn't sue the producers of Zombie 2. The film was directed by Lucio Fulci and really had nothing to do with Dawn of the Dead story or even to be considered a sequel. What made Zombie is the atmosphere, y'all. The lush jungles of the island of Batal, the sound of the voodoo drums as the cast run for their lives, the dirty, rotten look of the undead, and of course, the two standout scenes that put it up on equal footing with Dawn of the Dead. One scene is the shattered doorway scene. The doctor's alcoholic and sometimes bitchy wife is first on the menu as she hides behind a barricaded door. She's immediately dragged through the hole that the zombie had made through that door to be eaten, with her eye being gouged out by a piece of splintered wood, all in this glorious, gory detail. The other scene is tip-top as well. It's the zombie versus a goddamn shark. You heard that right. A zombie versus a goddamn shark. That blew my mind. Wow. That fucking blew my mind. Of course, we can't talk about this film without talking about the soundtrack that you're hearing right now. It was arranged by Fabio Frizzi. The main title is iconic. Every time I hear this title, I think of zombies. I mean, blam. There you go. Check out Zombie. It is a blast. It's Zombie 2, Zombie Flesh Eaters for you Brits out there. It's a great movie. Check it out. On to the next one, which is not as good, but it's fun in all sorts of wrong ways.
They were called Hope. They were centers of chemical research for the good of mankind. To help countries that are still underdeveloped. That was the cover. The official story, while the reality was terrible, unbelievable, they were working on a solution to the problem that most torments the industrialized countries. The overpopulation of the world.
Bruno Mattei films will have one key thing about it, and it's this. Fuck your happy endings. Yeah, I said it. Fuck your happy endings. Literally, In all of his films, no one survives at all. Everybody dies. The end. That's basically a Bruno Mattei film. And with this film, best believe, it's par for the course. Now, if Zombie was a great homage to Dawn of the Dead, this film was basically the great value of Dawn of the Dead. It was a blatant copy in every way to Dawn. And the dialogue was little to be desired. But in a so bad it's good way, I think. The stock footage heavy scenes from another film because they ran out of money to make the film, so they used a lot of stock footage. was pretty atrocious. And for you gore hounds out there, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of gut ripping and biting off plugs of flesh. Some of it was hit and miss. But anywho, check out Hell of the Living Dead, aka Virus, aka Night of the Zombies, aka Zombies Creeping Flesh. It's really horrible dialogue, but at least they tried. At least they tried. Anywho, check out all the movie style list here, and including Dawn of the Dead, the granddaddy of them all. This is Grindhouse Spotlight, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.